Well, hello, gang. The Reel Rhino here at your service, and I want to say I'm sorry. It's been over almost 3 weeks since I posted last, and I have no excuse. I guess my only excuse is the fact that I've been to 18 movies in that span of time. So I think you will forgive me. I apologize. I'm a little out of my element right now. I was just chasing my dog around the backyard. She slipped her collar, and then the collar got lost, and it has a St. Anthony medallion on it that my wife said that we must recover immediately. So we immediately began conducting a crime scene search. Of course, Tracy found the collar with the medallion and then claimed victory on the investigations award for the evening. There's some strange things afoot here at the Roselli household, I promise you that. There's a lot more going on than just Reel Rhino checking the movies. But I have checked the movies. I've been out to 18 since we last spoke, and let me tell you, it's a long list. This is just kind of a teaser for what's coming up at another day on another post when I have some video clips from the theater. I just don't have the time tonight to do it, but I'm going to briefly fire through the 18 I've been to, and it's actually only 17 if you don't count that I've been to Paul Blart Mall Cop twice. I love it when the fat guy becomes the hero. Look at me. I'm a big guy, 385 pounds. Yeah, I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'6", but you see Kevin James out there rolling around doing those seat rolls. Yeah, forget about it. Also, when I get excited about Kevin James and Mall Cop, I turn back into my old Italian self. I know. It's a little far-fetched, but what are you going to do? So, counting backwards on the movies I've seen. Revolutionary Road. Revolutionary Road. They should have named it Depressionary Road. Whoa, that's a fun flick. I left there, I wanted to go straight to the Super Bowl party. I promise you that. That was a bad 1-2 punch. IMAX, Dark Knight. Great flick. If you haven't seen it in IMAX, you have not seen this movie, I promise you. Christopher Nolan shot 75%, I want to say it is. It's a rough estimate, but around that area of this movie on the IMAX format film, meaning it translated great. The sound, if you go at AMC Barry Woods 24, their sound, their rafters, their heating and cooling ducts are shaking. Unbelievable. Uninvited. I wish I was uninvited. Why didn't they not invite me? It was a PG-13 horror fair. I talked a little bit about my thoughts on PG-13 horror fair when it was the Unborn, and now this is the Uninvited. I'm thinking, be done, so maybe they can pull that off. Paul Blart Mall Cop. Fat guy makes good. Kevin James, I salute you. He's a good guy. No, Kevin James is a funny guy, one way or the other, and Paul Blart is a funny movie. It's PG, it's family friendly. Get the family out, see Paul Blart. Good stuff. Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. Yeah, you heard me. Lycans. That's my, I want to say Michael Sheen, I think it is, who also played David Frost and Frost Nixon. He's Lucian, the head Lycan. I saw that with a friend. We both enjoyed it. It's good standard sci-fi fare. Then on the 24th, my wife and I saw Gran Torino, and then she cried for several days. She thought it was the saddest movie she'd ever seen. We laughed at the one-liners, and then the last 5 minutes was, how many napkins can I give to Tracy to kind of help clean up the mess? It was a very, very messy ending. It was very sad for her, so I won't talk anymore about that. I'm already going to be in trouble for saying just that much. Inkheart, Brandon Fraser. Yeah, not a lot of people big fan of his, especially after the Mummy, the Mummy 3, Curse of the Dragon Emperor, or the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Inkheart was a nice little story, nice little family story, kind of like the Journey to the Center of the Earth 3D he did. So I'm going to go ahead and say, see it if you want. It's not that bad. My Bloody Valentine Day 3D, or My Bloody Valentine 3D. The novel concept of the real D 3D makes it worthwhile, otherwise mediocre horror fare. And there was one of the most interesting nude scenes in the history of horror movies, I promise you that. My friend Dan talks a little bit about it. I'll get more into that on another show with more time. Last Chance Harvey. Hey guys, if you need to go see a chick flick, go see this one. It's not so bad. Dustin Hoffman, Emma Thompson, very good stuff. Enjoyable, very enjoyable. Defiance. Defiance is a World War II picture set around the Jewish resistance near the Holocaust, and families went up into the hills and fought to keep themselves safe. And this is a really good movie starring James Bond, and then that'd be Daniel Craig, Jamie Bell, and Liev Schreiber. So check that out. Yeah, and this is a good one. The Wrestler. That's my stub for The Wrestler. You can always tell the green stubs come from Glenwood Arts. You need to see stuff there. Okay, wrapping it up. Hotel for Dogs. Good family movie. Paul Blart. Yeah, I saw it again. The Reader. The first 20 minutes of this is like watching softcore porn. It's like watching hardcore porn. I'm just going to call it out. And we were there with a couple we didn't know well. I knew the guy well. Papa Schmur, that is. And my wife and his wife Carol had just met. And, well, there was some awkward moments. Not really awkward. I mean, certainly we're all adults and we got along, but we were just saying, Tracy and I, as we left, it was like, well, you know, it's a good thing we're all decent, respectable people, because that could have got awkward. It's just some tough material to take with folks that you haven't been to a lot of movies with. We certainly could have eased it in by going to see The Butterfly Effect 3 Revelations. That would have been a much better pick, I think. And that's it. That rounds out the Reel Rhino's 18 movie stint. That includes 2 to the Paul Blart Mall comp. Of all those, if you had to go see one right this minute, I'd say go see The Dark Knight on IMAX, on the IMAX screen. You can't beat it. After that, I would say The Wrestler. Mickey Rourke is fantastic, and it's worth seeing. Check that out. And sorry to be recording from my webcam, but I can't get my darn camera to charge right, my regular cam, so I had filmed another one, and this one has probably gone downhill from there. And hey, the Reel Rhino says, peace out, come on!